Hello again, farming friends. Excuse me. Welcome back to our dev blog series. We're continuing on, just like Giants has. Um, I recommend that if you've not watched the first or second one, that you go back, uh, and I'll explain why these are just coming out now. From me, anyway. Um, on this particular dev blog, we're going to be talking about new crops and weed control. It says, welcome back to the dev blogs for Farming Simulator 19. Today we'll be discussing new crops unique to Farming Simulator 19, as well as the new weed control system, and any new vehicles that are involved in those processes. Two new crops come to the fields of Farming Simulator 19. The first is oats. While oats are not dissimilar to other cereals in how they are grown, using normal processes and combine harvesters, they have one unique property. They are used to feed your new rideable horses. Those of you keen on rearing animals as part of your farm will need to set up space aside for oat harvest. Okay, so we got oats. Oats, that is, not oaks. Excuse me. I just had dinner. Got a little bit of indigestion. I apologize. We're all human. Anyway, there we see a combine, the John Deere combine. Been a lot of speculation around this too, and some people are upset that this is all we're getting for now, and some people are like, why are you complaining? We finally got John Deere. Please shut up. And I have to agree with those people. Uh, John Deere is one of the biggest selling brands, probably globally, and for them to finally be able to come into this game and sit down at the table with the people who run Giants and say, hey, we're gonna break bread with these guys and get this equipment in the game, and you know, this is just the beginning. We do not know what's going to follow suit after this comes out. It could be more equipment. It could be a bigger combine. It could be more implements. It could be more tractors. We don't have a clue. We're just going by what we know and what we've seen. But anyway, moving on away from that. Cotton is a second new crop, and that's what actually made me really excited because cotton around my area is ever since I was a kid growing up, it's just been one of those commodity crops that you gotta have, and over the years it's gotten less and less and less because people want to buy and use synthetic crap. That's just how it is. Anyway, cotton is a second new crop and it has its own special harvester. The Case IH Module Express 635. Once collected, the 635 creates a large bale of cotton that can be transported on special trailers. The Lizard brand trailers coming in two sizes, allowing for transport of one or two bales at once. This makes cotton a significant investment in resources, but with the rewards to match. And here we see 3 harvesters in a field picking cotton. Along with these new crops is an overhaul of the crop icons used in game. While a minor change, these icons are used to display every vehicle's expertise and uses. You will want to become familiar with them. And as you can see, they have changed tremendously. Most of them you can still recognize what they are. Cotton being the new one, oats being a new one. All the rest of them look kind of pretty much the same. That to me just looks like a fat carrot. I'm just being honest. Yeah, they look good. They look really, really, really good. Uh, they have a new horse icon. Let's see what all have we got new besides that. Diesel, popular, fir tree, wood chips. Horse is a new one. Lime is a new one. Herbicide is a new one. And obviously cotton and oats. Alright. Okay. Alright, moving on down. Finally, there's the far less useful kind of plant, the weeds. In our new weed control system, weeds will begin to grow whenever you sow any crop. You can see them in your fields and they come in two stages, young and old. Young weeds in the first two growth stages are easier to remove, requiring only a weeder. So you should check your fields regularly and act accordingly. And here we have it looks like a T5 New Holland pulling a weeder. And yeah, I kind of had a topic about this, I think it was yesterday, about I didn't understand how a weeder could run through a field and be able to pick all the weeds out and leave the plants or leave the crop behind, because you can see right there's a weed, right there's a weed, and so forth. Never seen one work in real life. I don't have any information about it, so okay. So I guess that is basically the young growth set and or first couple of stages rather. Anyway, once weeds begin to age, they become more problematic. Once embedded, you will require a sprayer with herbicide to remove them. More costly equipment, since herbicides need to be refilled after use. Once bought, this sprayer can also be used on young weeds and to fertilize fields. However, and we'll come back to that. Here we have a hardy sprayer spraying weeds, and it's instantly killing them as it goes to kind of give you. In real life, it wouldn't work that way, but with them dying instantly, it gives you a visual marker of where you've been, so you don't have to go there again. However, if you don't tackle your weed problem before your crops are ready for harvest, the field's final yield will be reduced by 20%. Laziness is expensive. We expect that weeds will provide an extra wrinkle, especially for players tackling the game in the new start from scratch mode, which we discussed in a previous dev blog. That's going to be interesting, that's for sure. Here we have 4 slices of an image, and the plants are in their growth stages. That's all on new crop types and the weed control system for today. Please join us next time and we'll detail character customization. Alright. Yeah, you can see that they start from as you planted and they first sprout and growing into their stages up until full maturity and ready to be picked. Alright. Well, that concludes this dev blog. Again, if you've not subscribed and you like the way I do my content, please feel free to subscribe and check your little bell icon to make sure you're notified when I go live and or upload a new video, because not everybody is going to get notified. It's the way Google has set up YouTube, and it's out of my control. Anyway, take care. We'll catch you in the next one.